Right. Very good afternoon, everyone. Very good afternoon, faculty. Um, we'll just take 5 minutes time, and then I just want every students to be ready with your PyCharm IDE. And I already told in yesterday's class, like you just need to be ready with your PostgreSQL database. So faculty can confirm in our cohort groups or PFSD group stating that whether all students are ready in their respective rooms or not. Can I just quick confirmation in the Telegram group we have? So just mention the room number. Uh, just mention the room number and just confirm whether all students are ready. And this YouTube live link is projected through your laptop screen. Just confirm. PFSD and MSWD faculty, you can use like cohort group also to post the message. Just confirm so that we can start the session in next 5 minutes. Send me in group instead of personal messages, like so that I'll get to know. Right, perfect. So
everybody, class will be start within the 10 minutes.
So I'm just waiting for another 5 to 10 minutes. Like I think some of the rooms like ready, and some of the rooms are they're sharing the screen. Oh, okay. Right. Those who are right. I've just uploaded the PFSD notes actually. You can check here in the description. You can check like PFSD. Right. Those who are right. Those who are right. I've just uploaded the PFSD notes actually. You can check here in the description. You can check like PFSD. Right. Those who are right. Those who are right. I've just uploaded the PFSD notes actually. You can check here in the description. You can check like PFSD. Right. Those who are right. Those who are right. I've just uploaded the PFSD notes actually. You can check here in the description. You can check like PFSD. Right. Those who are right. Right. So now, what we have done yesterday. So we just had a talk regarding what is web framework and a web application introduction. And then we started talking about what are the different types of web frameworks we have. And we have one is Flask and second one is Django. And we discussed about disadvantages of Django, advantages of Django also. And then we just talked about virtual environment, which is something like for every project, we are going to create a separate environment, which is called as virtual, which is isolated environment. That means whatever the packages that you're going to be installed in one project, that can be separated, and what are the projects that you're going to be installed in another project will be separated, right? And we created a new project called as Student Management System or Student Academic Management System. The project name is SMS project, which contains three apps: admin app, student app, and faculty app. Now we talked about what is urls.py, views.py, what is URI, what is views, everything we had a discussion, and what is templates, which is called as HTML files. And what is HTTP response, to display the response on the browser. Render is something like to render the HTML file, which we call it as template. And then template inheritance, extending the code from one file to other file. And then how to include app URLs into project URLs. The URLs will be started from project and then it will go to app, right? So we need to include all the app URLs into project URLs because the initiation will be done from project only. And then models. So models is something like ORM framework, object-oriented framework, object relational mapping, OOPS plus, that is object-oriented programming plus RDBMS. So there are totally 4 models we created. The models are admin. The next one is course. The next one is faculty. The next one is student. Right. And we created. I asked every student to be ready with your GitHub lab account. If you just got any error while creating the GitHub account, that is projects.kluniversity.in, you can contact KLU clerk, that is 4th floor, I think C424. And we created one project, right? So I've taken students' credentials because my limit is over. Then I created some issues and I created milestone. Milestone, we call it as sprint. And then I ask you to be ready with your PostgreSQL database. And then now one important point is like in this description, I just in this description, here if you see in the link, there is a tiny URL. So when you click on this, I uploaded the PFSD notes of yesterday's class, and so today's class will be also added to that notes. So you can check that actually. So and go through that. And then I uploaded the PFSD SDP document also, which I shown you yesterday. So which contains, so there are 2. So you just need to sign into KL University mail ID. So to view these 2 documents, demo, and this is the This is something like the previous one on 4th September notes. So like that, I'll upload the, I'll add the today's content also to the same file. Right then. So I hope it is good to go. Yeah, perfect. I'm just checking the live also in parallel. So now what we'll do. So let me open PyCharm. So I'm just going to open the PyCharm again. So those who are getting like file not found errors or kind of errors, like yesterday I told something like once you open the PyCharm will be open in your SDP project, and then you just need to change the directory to SMS project actually. So let me show you again for one last time. So because every time I'm closing and opening the PyCharm, because you need to change the path in order to run the server, right? So I'll give a breaks because so the main intention is something like if I give lot of breaks and all, the problem is I can't cover more concepts and all. So I just want to cover more and more concepts throughout this week, so that so you will have a lot of content regarding Django that can be you can watch these recordings in later also while doing the project, right? So here we have HTTP project actually. So we just need to do so let we just need to do cd space SMS project, cd space SMS project. So cd space SMS project. Now when I check ls, so now you got admin app, faculty app, student app, and SMS project. I already told that whenever you create any Django project with the name demo project, again you have sub demo project also, right? That's demo project contains heroes.py, views.py, models.py. And the another thing is like WSGI. WSGI is something like web server gateway interface. Yesterday we had a talk. So what is server gateway interface? Which is an interface between web server and the Python web application. So it'll communicate with the application and the server. So there are two types: asynchronous and synchronous. So single request and multiple requests. So at a time, single request, that is the one type of gateway interface. At a time, multiple requests, that is the second type. Okay. Based on your project requirements, you can choose whether it is ASGI, asynchronous gateway interface, or WSGI, synchronous gateway interface. Right. Right. Then. Now let me just run the project actually. Python space manage.py run server 4654. One second. Perfect. So I've just run the project. So let me open in Chrome actually. So let me open in Chrome. So let me open in Chrome. Right. Let me close all these tabs. So now let me run slash. Before that, we executed demo. So demo is scale university. It is execute demo too. Yeah. So whenever you give any URI which is not there, there is no mapping, then you'll get error called as page not found. And let me execute home actually. So now you got this. So when you click on home/home, about project and login, and then contact us. Right. So now let us all do one thing. So what we'll do is let us all open settings.py. So I'm going to stop the server by using control stop. So clear the log by using clear command. Now let me just start talking about settings.py. So go to settings.py. Go to settings.py. Let me show you how to open the project again. Let's open other project here. So I think there is skill week project. So this we have done yesterday and close all. Let me just close all. Let me just open settings.py. So settings.py. So I think we have given templates here. Let me go to database part. So I just want to talk about one point here regarding databases. So you can use PostgreSQL also. I mean, you can use SQLite 3 also. SQLite 3, which we call it as local database. So that means whenever you add any data and all, the database tables and all will be created in a file called as db.sqlite3. So when you create this database, so this file will be created under base directory. So what is the base directory? Base directory is nothing but SDP project / SMS project. So here in the base directory, that means let me open in the Explorer. So here in the SMS project, one file will be created which is called as db.sqlite3. So whenever you delete this file, for example, the entire data will be gone. So that means we need to save the data in the server, either local host server or in the main server. Main server means whenever you host this application in a separate server, so the data will be stored in a centralized server, right? So now we are maintaining our local server, right? So the local server is called as what? Localhost. Local server is called as what? Localhost. So this is called as host name. Sir, what is localhost? Localhost is something like your local server, right? Now what I'm going to do is, so let me just change this part. So this part is something like you just need to add the engine and all. So I'm going to use the database as PostgreSQL. So you just need to provide the details regarding PostgreSQL details. So let me just show you. Before that, you just need to install Psycho PG2. PG means PostgreSQL. So go to this. So let me show you this command. Pip install Psycho PG2. So pip install Psycho PG2. So install it. Install Psycho PG2. So it is just updating it is just scanning all the packages and all. So just wait for it. So I've done. So I've done with installation of Psycho PG2. So as of now, we installed two things. Django. Yesterday we installed Django. So you just need only a Python software and PyCharm IDE. And then once you open PyCharm IDE, we created new project which is called as SMS project in a folder called as SDP project, right? And then we just installed a Django package by using pip install space Django, pip space install space Django. Now, so now you just need to install Psycho PG2. So PG is nothing but PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL. Right. After the installation of Psycho PG2, so now, so I'll post this in your respective SD groups also. But faculty will share this. Now here we just need to change this part. So here the normal, so this is the default database. So what I'm going to do is just comment it. So just comment by using hash. So you can directly use control shift hash actually. Control just me control hash. Control A. Better, let me just use something. It is just my system. It is just showing when I share this screen, some of the keys are not working. Like, so let me use triple quotes 1, 2, 3, and let me comment here 3 triple quotes. So 1, 2, 3. So now let me just end this comment. Now this part is comments. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm just removing the entire part. Otherwise, you can comment it. So what you're supposed to do is let me just give you this part. So now just copy paste it. Control V. So this is the database part I'm talking about. So I'm just giving in your respective groups also. So faculty members are requested to share this part in their section groups, PFSD section groups, so that students will copy paste this in their settings.py. So the previous database part I just removed, or you can just put that code in comments. Generally, I prefer don't remove any code and all. Put the whatever the code which you think it as useless, you just make it as commented, right? So now here engine is, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 6 properties we have. The first one is what? Engine. Engine is something like django.db.backends.postgresql, so which is fixed. So we are using backend as PostgreSQL. In which package? DB of Django. So DB of Django. Now name. Here the name is something like, we just need to provide database name. So now let's open all of you database pg admin 4. So just type pg admin. Let me click on open. So it will just take time to open the management tool of PostgreSQL, that is called as pg admin. Some people will access this through server, through command line also. So this is the easy one, which you have a UI and all, so that you can view the tables, you can create database, everything and all. So open pg admin. So you're already using pg admin, the PostgreSQL, as part of your DBMS course, which I came to know. So that's why we are using PostgreSQL as database for our Django application. For our Django application. Right? So it is just getting open. Right. So it's just got opened. This is the dashboard actually. So go to servers actually. So I installed, so my database connected and the server is connected. So mainly server is connected is enough. So now, so I already have 2 databases. One is Postgres. Postgres is something like, it's a by default database. Postgres is a by default database. Postgres is a by default database. Postgres by default database. Now we have to create, I already created a demo database, but I'm creating a new database. So now right click on databases, go to create on database and here database name. So I just want to give database name as SMS project. SMS project itself my database name. So let me just note down that part. So my database name is SMS project. And then, so the owner means username. Who is the owner? Postgres. So we call it as user. So user is what? Postgres. So Postgres is common for everyone, I think so. Right. Now, so click on save. Click on save. So the SMS project got created successfully. So SMS project got created successfully. Now let's just fill all the values. First one, name. Name is something like database name. So what is the database name? SMS project. So let's just give here. And I want to mention it as a comment where, so this is a database name. And the user. User is something like Postgres. User is something like Postgres. So user is Postgres. So let me just copy that and put it here, the username. And the password. Password is something like whatever the password you just given during the installation of the PostgreSQL. So whatever the password you have given during the installation. So this is very important because if you forget that password, you just need to look into how to change the password and all. Otherwise, sometimes you need to uninstall the software and you need to reinstall the software also. I hope you're getting. So now you just make sure that you just need to what we call remember the password while installing the software. So if while creating databases, sometimes you'll get one error called as the password is access denied error. That means the password is incorrect. So make sure you have given the correct password. Yeah. Now coming to host number is nothing like localhost and all. So localhost, because I just already had a talk about what is localhost. Localhost is something like local server. So the database is the database is there in the local server. The database there in the local server. Now the next part is port number. Generally port number is 5432. This is also while installing the software. So the main thing are username is fixed for everyone, Postgres. Password is admin because I have given admin while installing the software. Host is common for everyone, that is called as localhost. Port number is 5432. So I am just giving the details to your faculty so that they will just share these details with you. Right. Now, so that group contains all the faculties, and also whoever the faculty in your room, you can ask the faculty to share that details. All right. Perfect. Now, let's just come to this part. So first of all, we need to know about two things. The first one is make migrations, and migrate. Make migrations and migrate. So what is make migrations, sir? So whenever you do make migrations, so it will create new file for every migration. Migration means what? Transfer. Migration in a folder called as migrations. So where I need to find this folder? Simple. So just go to here. So you can just check the folder in every app, migrations folder. Initially nothing. So like that, faculty app migrations. So whenever you do migrations, it will create a new file. So let me just check that command. The command is python space manage.py make migrations. So Python, so it will check the database clearly. You need before going to do this step, you need to check two things. One is whether you install psychopg2 package or not in the console, I mean in the terminal. Second one is, have you updated this database details also, which I just posted. So make migration. So click on it. So it is just giving me error. A lot of times we are getting this error, right? Why we are getting this error? Because cd space SMS project. cd space SMS project, right? So now we have to check Python space manage dot make migrations. Now see, all the models are created. So admin model created, course model created, faculty model created, student model created, because I don't have any mistakes. After the class, even I didn't check also. So whatever I just typed yesterday's class, whatever I just typed in yesterday's class, so without errors, the models got created. Now let me check that file. So go to admin app. Now in the migrations, there is a one file called created, which is called as 001 initial. So now click on it because it's an initial one. So what happened actually? So there are nearly tables got created, admin table got created, and second one is course table got created. Next one is faculty table got created, and the next one is student table got created. So these are the 4 tables got created. The table names are admin underscore table, course underscore table, faculty underscore table, and student underscore table. So fine. Now we need to talk about what is migrate. So whatever the file got created. So what is the file got created? In this, the file got created is 001 underscore initial. That Python file. So the changes will be applied to the database. So what is the database name? It's a SMS project. SMS project. Now, so now we have to give Python space manage.py. The next one is migrate. Now you just need to remember one thing, that so as we have 4 tables actually, so admin table, next one is course table, and student table, and faculty table. Along with the 4 table, 10 default tables will be created. 10 default tables. So what are the 4 tables actually? So some tables are regarding users, some tables are regarding session, some tables are regarding authentication. Sir, what is the use of these tables, sir? The best part of Django by default device, you can do customization also. Customization by using existing tables. So what are the existing tables we have? So you can just customize it, and you can add the properties to existing tables. You don't need to create new tables and all generally. But let us all not talk about those 10 default tables. So let's talk about only these 4 tables only. So what are the 4 tables we have? I hope you remember the table names also. So the first one is admin underscore table. And the next one is course underscore table. So if you got any error and all, just check with your faculty. So for example, even if you make mistake in, for example, models.py, for example, let me show you. So most of the people, I'm just so happy that yesterday evening and today morning, most of the students have asked me many doubts and all, like, so they are just making some mistakes in the char field, the blank, everything and all. Just check the spellings and all. You can see the error here, which error it is. Just check the error and modify the model. You can take your help from your faculty also, who are there in the room. So they will check the error and they will modify it. So once it is modified, then again, first one is make migrations command. I'm just showing here. So the next one is migrate command. I hope you're getting. Now the part is, next one is faculty underscore table, and the next one is, the fourth one is student underscore table underscore. Perfect. Now let me just check migrate command. So I think migrate is already done. Yeah, migrate is already done. Super. Let me just go to pgadmin2 now. So now here, right click on this, there is an option called as refresh. Now refresh, there is a one option called as schema. In this schema, there is a one option called as public. In the public, we have one option called as tables. So just go to tables. So tables, totally 14 tables got created, right? I already told. So the 10 tables are default tables, 4 tables are our own tables. So what is the first table? Admin table. So let me right click on admin table and choose view all rows. So there are no rows as of now. We have 3 columns. One is ID, username, password. So the next one, I think it is student table. Right click on this view and go to all rows. So I think nearly 7 to 8 columns we have actually: ID, primary key, student ID, full name, gender, department, program, semester, year, password, and along with the email and contact number. And the next one is faculty table. Right click on this, view all rows. And we have some set of columns in the faculty also. And the last one is course table. So let me just check the course table also. Go to view all rows. All rows. So ID, which department, academic year, semester, year, course code, course title. So our four tables are created. So tables are created. I'm just holding the screen for next 5 to 10 minutes. Now it is 2:33. Up to 2:45, just complete this task where all the tables must be created and check with your faculty. So then I'll just start doing the front end with the back end connection. So we will add courses, we will add students, and we will add what we call faculty. We will add students also. So I'm holding the screen for 10 minutes. Faculty members are requested to just check the YouTube link. Just ask them to go to the previous part of the video. So previous part. So just to show them the last 15 minutes task. So ask them to complete. So I'm just holding the screen for next 10 to 15 minutes and just complete the task. So let me just write the commands as well. Python space manage.py space manage.py space make migrations. Then Python space manage.py space migrate. These are two commands. Make migrations means one file will be created. Migrate means that file will be applied to the database permanently. Permanently will be applied. Total 14 tables. Right. We just I've just went to 3 to 5 classrooms, and half of the students have done with this task and all. Remaining students are just listening to the this class. So I'm just repeating again. I started this Django with the clear introduction in yesterday's class. Every file explained and every method is explained. And I started creating the project with all the demo functions and all. Then I started actual project. So you just need to looked up into all the make sure that you just looked into all the yesterday's recording and today's recording and complete the task by tomorrow. In tomorrow's class, every PCAP faculty will check the progress, and we PFSD and MSW faculty will come to your classes and will check the progress. I hope you got my point. So make sure you have done with the today's task by tomorrow morning at any cost, right? Now, so there is a one important part is something like Django administration. So what is Django administration? So this is the best part we have in Django. So what is the Django administration? Whatever the tables, whatever the tables, whatever the tables that are created, that are being created actually in the database, can be viewed in the browser, and you can perform all CRUD operations also. You can create new record, you can insert new record, you can retrieve the existing record, you can update and you can delete also. So how to do that? So for that purpose, we just need to create a new user called as python space manage.py space create super user. Copy create super user. Python space manage.py space create super user. So now click on enter. So username. If you don't enter any kind of username, the by default username will be Dell in my case. In your case, it may be different. So I'm entering just something like KLU. And the email address, you just give any email address. There is no kind of verification and all will be getting you. So any email address. Now password KLU, password again KLU, and the password is too similar to the username. The password is too short. It must contain at least 8 characters. Bypass password validation and create user anyway. So I don't want to follow any kind of validation and all because it is asking me to give minimum 8 characters where I don't want to follow. So just give Y, which is yes. So super user created successfully. So what we have to do, just run the server. I just want to repeat this point again. Make sure you must be in SMS project. I repeat, you must be in SMS project. Then only you can run the server. Otherwise, if you are not in SMS project, for example, let me show you one thing, cd space dot dot. That means what? You're out of the SMS project. So when you run python space manage.py, run server, let me use upper arrow, run server 4654. Now you got one error that manage.py file is not there because you are in SDP project. SDP project, and then you need to go to SMS project, right? In this, we have a manage.py. I hope I've already shown you by using ls command. So see here, manage.py. You just need to check ls whether the file is there or not. Now python space manage.py run server. Now the server is running without any errors. If you are getting any errors, just check the models.py. So right click on this, open in Chrome. Now, let me just /admin. So when you give /admin, this console will be coming up. So how to get this console? Why we are getting this console? Because you just need to go to the SMS project. There is a one path called as urls.py. In the urls.py, there is a one path called as admin slash. So admin slash urls. So this is a very important. So this is very important to open your Django administration console. So what is the URI? This one. So /admin. Just give /admin. Automatically, you'll be redirected to your Django admin console. So what is the username, sir? Username is admin and password is admin. We created, no? Sir, can we create multiple users? Yes, you can create. So sorry, I given KLU. So So my Django console is getting displayed actually. So now I want to display the tables we have here. So how to display the tables? I'm repeating this point again. So this is the Django administration. Whatever the tables you are seeing here, you can see the main tables. Those 10 tables will not be displayed. I'm talking about mainly the 4 tables. Our own tables will be displayed here actually, right? So will be displayed here actually. So how to display this? So simple part, I just given. So when you click on view site actually, so this PFSD project will be coming up. When you, so PFSD. So when you give /admin, it will ask you to enter the username and password, right? And then go to admin app. There is a one file called as admin.py, admin.py, admin.py. Now here, so just check from dot models. So I just want to import dot models, import. There are 4 models we have. The first one is course, comma. The next one is admin, comma. The next one is student, comma. The next one is faculty. Now register your models here. So how to register? Admin dot site dot register of what is the first model? Admin. Like this, you register the remaining models also. The first one is the second one is course. So the next one is student. The next one is faculty. Right. Now just refresh this. Now you got all the tables. So the only difference is if the model name is admin, you will see admins. If the model name is course, you will see courses. If the model name is faculty, you will see faculties. If the model name is student, you will see students. Now click on admin. Now when you click on admin, so here the admin, select admin to change. Now I can click on add admin. So you can perform all the CRUD operation. That is the best advantage of Django. So Django is something like you no need to create, for example, whoever is the admin for your project, he can manage the entire data by using this Django console. So this console can be opened from it. So if you host this project, for example, so you can if you host this project, for example, you can open this console from anywhere. But now you can't open this from anywhere because it is local host. So this project is in the local host. We didn't deploy it, right? So now this management console where the admin can manage the data by performing any CRUD operation like insert, update, delete, and view. Now click on add admin. So username is admin and password is admin, for example. So save and continue editing. So otherwise save. Now here admin object is there. Now click on it. So instead of admin object, I want to display the username, for example. So simple thing. Just go to your models.py. Go to your models.py and here go to your models.py here. So just add def self def string dot I want to return self dot username, right? So now it is just printing the object name. When you refresh this, now you will see username now. So username now. Sir, I want to display, for example, ID. So self.id. The problem here is self.id is an integer field. So when you just refresh that, you're going to get 1. So 1. So that is, it is taking as a string only. So it's nice. So now just I want to print what? Username. And let me add the new admin also. So admin is, for example, Surya. So save. Or I can see this. So for example, if you want to display ID, so now refresh. Admin Surya. So let me just refresh again. I think it is not getting 2 IDs, 2 admins. Now let me just give username, self.username. Now refresh. Admin Surya. Now like that, let me just check the courses also. So course, add course. So department. So I don't want this department to be a like entered field and all. I just want it to be like a drop down. So how to change that? So do one thing. Just stop the server. So this is very important step. Stop the server and go to course. Here in the department, do one thing. Here, just take a new thing called as department choices. So what is department choices? Department choice is something like the first one is, for example, So you just need to give in a tuple format actually, tuple or tuple. So tuple contains multiple values. So the first one and the second one and the third one. I hope you're getting. So the first one is, so first argument and second argument. Like that, first argument and then second argument. And then third argument, sorry, first argument and second argument. So for example, I want to give a department as, for example, CSC. So here, so CSC is something like, so whatever the first argument is something like, so let me just explain here. So here is a tuple format actually, first argument and second argument. First argument is something like, argument is something like, you're going to, this will be displayed in the form. Now the second argument is something like, this value will be saved. That means what? So let me just explain you. For example, I just given CSC for example. So I want to give CSC regular here. And let me do one thing. Whenever we select CSC regular, CSC R will be saved. And whenever we select CSC honors in the drop down, then CSC H will be selected. And whenever we'll give CSIT, CS and IT, then CSIT will be saved. I hope you're getting. So first argument is something like this, it will be displayed here. Second argument is something like, whenever you select this one, CSCR will be saved. Whenever you select CSC honors, H will be saved. Whenever you give CSCIT, CSIT will be saved. So now this department choices must be in the previous one. So here, comma, I want to give choices, just give choices. So I want to give department choices. So you just need to add attribute called as what? Choices. Choices is equal to department choices, so that departments will be like drop down. So as you have done this, so you just need to do migration and make migration again. First one, make my Python space. I just want to tell you another point that whenever you do Python space manage.py, make migrations, you can give here, you can give either project name or app name, Some people will follow like this. So Python space manage.py, whatever the app you are doing, that app also you can mention. Or if you want to go with the project name, you can mention SMS project also. But luckily, the best part is in the settings.py, you already given in the settings.py, you already given the 3 app names. So whenever you give migrations, automatically, so it will check the migrations. That means whatever the data that is going to be migrated to the database, it will check in every app actually, right? So otherwise you can mention a specific app also. I'll do that. So admin app, Python space migration space admin app. So alter the field on department course. Now, when you just refresh this, so the second file got created, alter course department. Now we just need to migrate now. Here, just give migrate admin app. Just give migrate admin app. Now, what is that? Applying the database. So now this change got applied to my database also. What is the database name? Admin tab. Just refresh that. Right. Now, let me just refresh here. I think we need to, we just need to run the server. I just want to talk about this again. So we just need to, we just need to want like the drop down for the department. So how to do that? So just go to that models.py. There is a one field called as department choices. So first argument is to display the value. If you select that, what value will be saved? So second one, what value will be saved? Third one, what value will be saved? So this department choices will be passed to department field, and then do make migrations and then migrate. First one is make migrations. Make migration something like, you can mention the app name, or if you don't mention also no problem, because in the settings.py we mention the all app names like this, right? Admin app. So if I do again, for example, there are no changes detected, and if I do migrate, there are nothing has to be migrated, right? So now let me run the server. Let me run the server. Let me run the server. So open in Chrome. So this is like /admin, and let me go to courses, add course. Now I got CSCR, CSCH, CSCIT. So see, so the thing is something like, so the second arguments are getting displayed, right? To the reverse part, the second arguments are getting displayed. So whenever you select CSCR, so CSC regular will be selected. So whenever you just select CSCH, CSC honors will be selected. Whenever you see CSIT, whenever you give CSIT, CS and IT will be selected. So let's do one thing. So let me just change it to R here, and I'm just changing so that you will get to know. What if I change both the values, for example? So this is like hon H and this is like honors. And let me just give CSIT and CSIT. Right. Perfect. And academic year also I want to change actually. Right. So now academic year choices. I'll do one thing. Let me just copy paste this. Academic year. So when it comes to academic year, for example, so I just want to maintain the both values are same actually. So it is just 2023-24. Same values I want to maintain actually. Yeah. So for now, the second value will be displayed here, right? So let me check that once we migrate and all. And I don't want the third value. 2 academic years are enough. So 2022-23. So 2022-23 and right. So the next part. So now semester also I want to add semester. So let me add semester also. Here I just want to add semester also. Let me just, this department choice is for department, academic choice is for academic year. So do one thing. Here when we give choices is equal to academic choices. Super. Now let me give semester also. Sem choices, for example. So whenever you select, for example, odd semester, odd will be selected. Odd will be selected. And whenever you select even will be selected. Even will be selected. Now here, just give choices is equal to sem choices, right? Now here I just want to enter like 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you want to take drop down, you can. Otherwise, you can just skip that. Right then. So now Control C, just stop the server. So migrate admin app. So sorry. See, it is just giving me one error. Your model admin app have changes that are not yet reflected in the migration. So it should be reflected in the migrations folder. Then only you can do migrate, right? So you need to do what? Make migrations. So done, and then migrate. And then let me just run the server. And then let me just run the server. Let me just run the server and refresh this. Refresh this. Now see, now it is perfect. So now the value is giving CSC regular. This is the display. Second argument will give you the display. And when you select CSC regular, CSC R will be saved. And when you select CSC honors, CSC H will be saved. When you select CSIT, CSIT will be saved without ampersand. And academic year, perfect. Semester, perfect. And I want to enter value as 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Let me enter, for example, CSC honors and for example, academic year. Semester, I want to add odd semester and the second year. Course code is, for example, 22 TS technical skill, for example, or SDP course, uh, 2001 or 1001. which is called as a PFSD, save, done. And let me add another course also. So department honors, regular, for example, academic year same, semester odd semester. Second one, 22 TS 2002, which is called as MSWT. 22 TS instead of this SDP, any course code. You just check the ERP so that you will get a lot of courses. 2 courses are got added. Now in the courses, I want to change like above. So how to do that? So just go to def string return space self dot. So let's just print all the course codes actually. So let me print course code. So let me refresh that. So I'm able to see course code, all the course codes and all. So when you click on it, so you can see the information where you can just update also. So, or you can delete also, right? All the operations you can perform. The second one is this one. Perfect. Now I'm done with admin part and course part. Let me just come to what we call student. Student also, let's add something like this. I want to add a gender, right? So let me add gender options. Let me add gender options. I think let me go to students. When you click on add student, all the operations it's just getting displayed. All the fields getting displayed. ID, full name. For the gender, I want something like radio button or drop down. Let me just go with radio. I mean drop down now. There is other mechanism to get the radio button for the field. That we'll discuss later. Let's all give a drop down now. So for the gender, department, program, semester. So we already have all the details in the previous code. We can just copy paste that. So let me just give gender. So this is called as gender choices. It's called as gender choices. So what is gender choices? So I just want to take male and the value also male. So second argument is will be displayed. First argument will be saved. So this is called as female. This is also female. And now I just want to give third gender, which is others also. So others. Others. Now here choices, gender choices. Now department, I think I can copy paste the department actually here. So department. Choice, department. Now program. So let me give program. Program is something like program choices. Program is something like whenever you select BTech or MTech and all. So let me just give BTech. Let me give only two values, BTech and MTech. That's enough. BTech student and MTech student. Whoever the project is student academic management system, it is very easy to complete the project because I'm demonstrating the same project actually. MTech. So now let me delete the third one, third tuple format actually. You know tuple, right? So normal braces. So now choice is equal to program choices. Now we need to take semester also. So let me take this one. I think I can copy paste the two lines directly. Yeah. So let me add one by one. That will be so semester choices. Choices. Sem choices. Choices, sem choices. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4. We already written password, email ID, contact number. Let me do for faculty also. I think gender we need to do for faculty. This is choices, gender choices. And the next one is department. Let me copy the department. So now the choice is department choice. And the next one is qualification. Very important. Let's do one thing. I'll copy this one. Now, let me give qualification as the first one is professor, so that prof dot will be saved. So sorry. Second argument is for displaying. First argument is for saving, right? Next one is associate professor. And now let me just save into associate. Next one is assistant professor. This is something like ASST. Now let me just give choices is equal to qualification. I want to do the same for last one, which is called as designation. So designation is something like PhD, BTech, and everything and all, right? So I think we can use program, super program. So faculty may be MTech or PhD generally, right? Yeah. So that is called as. So I need to do something. So this we call it as designation. Now I just want to give here as a designation. So sorry. It's here. So now I need to create a new one called as qualification. So this is called as qualification. Qualification means BTech, MTech, PhD. Let me take only two. One is BTech. Next one is PhD. Just complete all these parts. This is for qualification. This is for designation. Let me give comma designation choices. Choices is equal to designation choices. Done with this. Now let me just stop the server. Make migration. Alter table altering done. Migrate. Now you can check the fourth file got created, which is altering the faculty department. Faculty as well as designation, everything done along with the student also, right? So now let me just run the server. Let me refresh this. So you can just give admin actually. So automatically logged in. And you can see actions also, which actions we have done so far. What are the recent actions you can see in the right hand side. So now let me click on course actually. So when you click on add course, you got drop down academic year, semester 1, 2, 3. And when you click on faculty, when you click on add faculty, first one, faculty number 4654. Just enter my name, gender. So see, department. So first argument is getting displayed. Sorry. Second, let me just check. Second argument is getting displayed and first argument will be saved, right? So now you can maintain both values the same also, no problem. So MTech designation assistant professor, you surya@gmail.com and the contact number is 1. Save. Now I'm just having faculty object. Now instead of that, I just want to display the faculty ID. So now without any delay, so let's take def return self dot F465. Add the second faculty also. The second faculty is something like the second faculty is something like faculty ID. The second faculty is something like 4 1, 2, 3, 4. Ramakrishna, for example. Male. Department is CSIT. Qualification is PhD. Designation is Associate Professor. Rama @gmail.com. Contact number is 123. So we just got one error that non-type string. Okay. Now let me just check this. So we just got one error that when you click on save, you got one error that return type string but int. So what you have to do, you just need to click, just convert into string format. Convert into string format. String format. Now let me just click on save. Now got added. Now all the string formats, because strings must be, integer must be saved to string. I think I need to check by the admin also, because we are displaying usernames only, no problem. So two faculties IDs. So I just need to convert to string. Then finally student. So let me click on student. So we'll check with the random students like I just take a look at the male and department is honors. Program is BTech. See, everything is dropped down, right? Art. See, the second argument is getting displayed. So I'll show you again the second argument regarding student I'm talking about. So the second argument is distinct displayed and the value will be saved as CSER. Super. And here is second year and Likit's email ID is this one, kaleuniversity.in, and the random contact number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me enter second student also. Now I just want to display the student ID here. So simple thing, right? Go to student and write a def function, string function actually. In your PCAP, you already know what is str and all. So str is something like it's a string. Whenever you just write any string data type, for example, that method will be invoked. So return self dot. I want to write what? Student ID, right? No, but I can't write like this. You just need to convert into string part. String part. Now let me refresh this. Super. Now let me add the second student. Second student is, for example, 2200. Let me add Ranganath. So now Sai Ranganath. He's honest, but let me give regular actually. Program is BTech, semester is there is 2. It's kaleuniversity.in. Now, if you just go to admin, 2 admins, we added 2 courses, 2 faculties, and 2 students. So we have done with the basic backend part. So far what we have done. So we created new database called as SMS project in PostgreSQL, which we call it as PG admin. And then I just talked about what is make migrations and what is migrate. And I just talked about the choices. Choices means it's something like drop down. And I just talked about Django admin console. So which we call it as a Django administration console. For that, we created one super user also, right? And then, so these are the things we discussed. I'm repeating again, whatever we discussed as of now. I clearly discussed what is web framework and application, Django framework, virtual environment, Django project, how to create apps, why we are creating all this file. I'm not just telling you how to create project and all from scratch. Even these things will not be explained in the class also in your actual classes. I'm just telling you clearly which file, why we are creating this file, everything and all. You can check the recording in the previous part also. Why created all the files and all, what is template. So everything is discussed. Then my today's class is started with settings.py. So where we just updated the details, database details in settings.py. So we are just going for the break. So let's session will be started at 3:40 p.m. again. So just check the things and all. By end of today, I'll upload our entire project and all to the repository. So I'll give the link actually. So tomorrow we'll see how to push the code and all. But now the next part of the classes will be very important and very interesting, where we are going to write the HTML code to display all the records and all. And I'll just I'll just create some our own forms to add the data. You can't add the data from Django console. Let me just add the data from front end also. I hope you're getting right. So let me just complete the display part today, right? So then we'll add the data one by one. So add student. So now I'm going to create add student, add faculty, add admin, not add admin, add course from the front end. In the admin console, we are going to add. Apart from that, let me just display all the values. First of all, 2 students, 2 courses, 2 faculty, and 2 students we have. So let us all display all those details, right? So check the recording and complete the task. Just be ready by 3:40 p.m. So all the tables got created, and like the next the next the next slot agenda is like 3:45 to like 5 o'clock or 5:15. So I'm just going to display all these records in the HTML file, and then we'll add some CSS also. So yesterday I told something like I'm just going to show you how to add CSS files and all. Till now we didn't add any kind of CSS file and all. So we'll add that, and so I hope just settle down and just be in sync with me so that we can just go ahead. I've just given a lot of breaks in the morning. I mean, in the first slot actually, like. So I hope you are ready with these things and all. So if not, just check the recordings. Once you go home, check yesterday's and today's recording and complete the task. Otherwise, it'll be hectic. And if you don't learn this skill development demonstration during this week, so you will face a lot of consequences while you're doing your SDP project, your final SDP project during Learnathon and Hackathon. So make sure you're learning this, because from scratch we are discussing everything, every concept, and then only we just started doing this project, right? So if you got any doubt, you can just check the recording either way, or you can just come to my cabin C305, right? Perfect. Faculty members, can you just confirm in the PFSD group or cohort group regarding? So I think the students started this in their respective rooms. Can you just confirm like in the Telegram groups? uh, I'll be noting down who is going to respond in the group along with the room number. So please message in the cohort group, cohort 16 or PFSD, or any other group which you are in. Just confirm whether students started this task or not. So if I'm not getting any response from faculty, in the sense you are not there in that faculty, so it will be a problem for you. So make sure you're responding in the group, in the cohort group or PFSD group. I hope the students are back and they just settled down. So they are ready with the things. So I could say like nearly half of the students, even if just now the break was done, and like 5 to 6 students came to me and asking for the doubts and all, like that's just shows their interest and all. Like remaining students shall also complete the task and all, whatever we have done so far. So I request the PFSD section faculty help their students to complete those tasks by end of today. So tomorrow, after checking only, the class will be begin. Right. Now it's perfect. So backend part is done. So let me just check one point. Yeah, I just want to highlight one point. Just now I've just seen one student laptop error. The error is in the projects urls.py. So we have just given these three paths. I included admin app, I included student app, I included faculty app. Make sure that these two are commented, because I didn't write anything in student app URLs. I didn't write anything in the faculty app. If you want, you can remove that also. Later you can include. For now, it is admin app only. And stop the server. Stop the server. So let me run again. Run again. Run the server. So Python space manage.py space. So I just want to give a new port number, which is like, let me just open in Chrome. Now home. So home is something like when you click on login. So let me just go to this login page. I want to remove all these pages. Login page. I think where we have login page in the urls.py. It is this login page. So which function will be executed? Login function. Let's go to views.py. So already talked about what is urls.py and all. Urls.py is something like routing. So which contains a method called as path, which contains 3 arguments. I clearly discussed yesterday nearly half an hour regarding this urls.py and views.py. Right. So in the views.py, there is a function called as login function. There's a function called as login function. So what is the file name? Login.html. So login.html. Here there is a name called as the field name called as what? Username. So whatever you're going to enter, for example, I want to enter Surya and password as, for example, Surya. So these values will be saved in uname and what is that? Password. So let me write that here. So admin login contains two fields. The first one is uname. So for example, Surya, and next one is password is Surya. So and now I have to mention one point that form contains two attributes. One is method. Second one is method is post or get. So let me take get for example. I'll tell you what is get is, and the next one is action. So what is get, sir? Get is something like whenever you just perform anything and all, when you click on login, so you will get the values like this directly. You will get the values directly like this. So whenever you give any values, for example, let me give Surya, and let me click on login, for example. So you will get the values directly here. But whenever you take post, for example, so when you refresh that, so whenever you just give the values, when you click on login, so you will get one error in the Django, very important error, which is called as CSRF verification code. So CSRF is something like, so for example, let me just tell you one best example actually regarding CSRF. For example, you are making the payment for the product, for example, in the Amazon. So while you are making the payment, when I just copy that link, for example, if I give that payment link to any other, so if they're able to access that same link, so that means it's just a kind of vulnerability, right? It's a security concern. So whatever the link we just used for the transaction and all, that can't be accessed by anyone and all. So there should be some session ID must be created. Now give login. Now here admin for example. Now click on that. Now you can't see the values here. For example, if you give get here, for example, get. So now let's refresh this. Now refresh this. Now when you just submit the values, now you will see CSRF middleware token. There is a new token we have, along with we have username, and the next one is what? Password. So let me just explain here. So form contains two attributes. The first one is what? Method. Next one is what? Action. So what is method? Method is called as post or get. Get means form data will be displayed directly in the address bar after submission. What is post? Form data will be hidden in the address bar after submitting the data. So what's the token we have to use? CSRF token. So in order to avoid the security concerns, vulnerabilities and all, if I just, so for example, if I, so see, now the middleware token is this, right? So now when you just log in again, so when you just give admin again, so, okay, so the new CSRF token will be token. So for every request, for every form submission, the new token will be generated. So whenever you just copy and give it to another and all, so that must not be accessible. I hope you're getting right. So this link will be accessed only one time only. If you want to access the link again, you need to generate a new link, new token and all. So now, how to give that CSR of token? By using curly brace. By using curly brace. So by using curly brace CSR of underscore token. Super. So what is a by default method, sir? Sir, I don't want to give any method and all. So if I don't mention the method, by default method is get. By default method is get. So get is a by default method if you don't mention anything. So if you remove this, for example, so by default method is get. So now I want to get what? Post method. Sir, what is the action? Action means, so when you click on login, you need to go to the next URL. So that URL contains your login page code, right? So for that purpose, I'm going to views.py def check admin login, request. Now let me write one point here. First of all, I need to get the admin username. So admin username. So we call it as request dot post of. So what are the two fields we have? So two fields is something like uname and password. So let's give uname, and the next one is admin password is equal to request dot post of. So what is that? Password. So if it is get, for example, request dot get off. So let me write here request dot get. So now let me check this. Let me print these values. For example, return HTTP response of the first one is admin username and admin password. Admin username and admin password. So HTTP response is used to display the data on the browser. So now go to urls.py. So urls.py. I am writing in admin. I am not writing in admin app. I am writing in the main app. Main app is something like main project, SMS project. So path of double quotes. So this is called as check admin login. Use dot check admin login. Name is equal to check admin login. Now let me just refresh that. Let me click on login again. Now, for example, admin. Now it is not redirecting to any page and all. So what we have to do? We just need to take the URL name. What is the URL name? Check admin login. Yesterday we talked about navigation bar, right? So login. Now here action. Curly brace, percentage URL. So what is the URL name? Check admin login. Now what is the method name? Post method. That's why we have given request.post. Sir, what if I change get method, for example? I'll tell you. So refresh. So now let me give admin. Now when you click on admin, so you got admin. So you just need to, you can't have more than one argument. That's the problem. You have to give only one argument. So what I'll do is, so let me take for example, data is equal to admin password. Let me just print admin username, comma admin password. Let me use a concatenation symbol plus actually by using comma. You don't need to do this because I'm just showing how to display and all. Just listen this. So let me give data here. When I refresh this, so you got admin comma admin. So perfect. So if I give Surya, for example, Surya. So I got Surya. No, I just given Surya. Let me just given Surya. Right. Super. Now, for example, if I change this method to post, for example, post to get, for example, get. For get, you no need to use CSR of token because entire data will be visible in the address bar. If the data is visible in the address bar, the problem is security lapse. So you can't display all the username, password, mainly password and all in the address bar. So use post only. So what I've done, I've changed the method to get request. So no need to use this CSR of token. You can just remove this. So let me put here. Here you can. So let me save this. So I used get, for example. So we'll see what will happen if I use get. So let me use admin. So the problem here is I can see the data here, but I'm getting one error, multi-value dictionary error. Method is equal to, if request dot method is equal to post, for example, then go with this code. So we just need to use colon data. So sorry. Data and return this. Let me do one thing. Let me write data. So for example, else. I want to use else. Else means, else is a request dot post only. So let me write directly if only if request dot post. That is the first part. The second part is request dot get. Now here, so here we can use like this username. So here admin username is equal to this one. And admin password is, this is like password. This is also password. Now let me just print the data. Now my data is equal to. So now finally return HTTP response of data. I'm just displaying data. If it is post or get. So let me refresh this. Now I got admin/admin. So go back. Now refresh. For example, let me execute for post, for example, post. So when I execute for post, for example, refresh this. So when you give admin and admin, so we just need to provide CSR of token. So just copy that. It is already there in the browser only. I hope you're checking. And Control V. Now refresh that. So you got. So let me just do it again. Control V. Admin. This is a post request. Post request. Now let me do it for what is that? Get request. So out of the get request, just change it to get. You no need to take a CSR of token for get actually. Only for post only. Only for post only. Only for post you have to take. And let me refresh that. Admin. So it's executing. So even it is getting executed or post is executing. So let me change it to post. My recommendation is, I've shown you how to execute with post and get in parallel. My recommendation is use post only because it is very secure, so that whatever data you entered in the form, when you click on submit button or login button or registration button, that data will not be displayed in the address bar. I hope you're getting. So this action is something like, now I'll tell you action is. So action is something like, so to which URL you need to be the current page to be redirected. See, my current page is something like a login, right? Login is redirected to what? Check admin login. In the check admin login, what we have done, we just fetch the details of username and password, and I just checked the, I just printed the data. I hope you are getting this check admin login. Now let us all do one thing. I don't want to do this actually. So now let me just just import. So from, so where we have in the admin app, right? So admin app. So we just need to mention admin app dot models. So let's do one thing. Here you just directly write. So here you just directly write. So either you can use post or get. So what I'm going to do is, let me just use directly post. So let me review entire the code. So you can divide the code post and get. So let me use for only get. I hope you're getting. Post or get, that's your wish, but post is very secure. So I'm using for post. So even if you don't, no need to write this also, directly this part. Admin and admin username and password. This is called as what? Post. This is post. Now let me take the model name. What is that? Admin dot. So you're getting one error, admin. So we just need to import like this. So how to import? In the SMS project, admin app dot models. So let me import the remaining also, course, student, and next one is faculty. Like this you can import. Now admin dot objects dot. So there is a one option called as filter off. So I'm going to check admin username and password. So what are the field names we have? Just go to models.py. What are the field names we have? First one is username. Second one is what? Password. So in the urls.py, sorry, in the views.py, just write q. I'll tell you what is q and all. I'll tell you what is q and all. So the first parameter is what? Username. Just copy here. Just copy here username, and which value want to I give? Admin username. So like this, and the next one is and ampersand, again q off. The next one is models.py password. So let's give password, and the value is what? Admin password. So we are just going to filter. So I'm just going to filter based on username and password. So username is admin username, password is what? Admin password. This username is something like, in the model we have the attribute called as username, and this password is something like password. And the right hand side after equals, it is called as what? Admin username and admin password. Sir, what is Q? Q is something like querying. So we are just querying the data. So Q is nothing but querying. That means what? We are fetching the data, fetching the objects from table. So for that purpose, we have used a filter. So now we have used username and password. Username and password means both should be true. So I'm going to save in a variable called as what? Flag. Flag is equal to. So let me just check the let me just print that flag variables also, so that we'll get to know what flag variable will be. Flag. I already told, if it is get, you can use request.get. I removed the previous code. Either way, you can check the previous part of the recording, right? If flag is there, for example, return HTTP response of login success. Else return HTTP response of login fail. So now let me check this. Click on login. So no module name. So just no module name SMS project.admin. So let's check dot admin app only. Let me take dot models is enough. So we just need to import. I created all the models in the SMS project. So let me clear. Let me run again. So no model name admin. And I think we have done in the check here. It's there in the admin app. Check admin login. I'm writing in. Okay. So we are writing in views.py. Okay, I am okay with that actually. because it is outside of the project, right? So let me import again clearly. It's getting error. So import name. Now let me check that. SMS project.admin. So now in the models.py, so we have checked this. Just reloading. Let me do one thing here. Let me do one thing. So let me do this. Whatever the check admin login you have done so far, just remove it. So now let me close all apps and go to this views.py. Here we have check admin login. Now go to just import all the packages. So you don't need to write this, just dot models only. Dot is a current directory. Yesterday we just had a talk regarding this. Dot is a current directory. Right. Now I think we need to import Q also. Q dot import and all. And I need to remove the URLs part. So let me just remove here so that I can give in the app part, admin app, because the admin app model, the admin model is in the admin app. That's why I'm just, so here, just like this. Now let me just click on login on admin. Login success, perfect. Next one is the next one is, I think it is Surya. The second one is Surya. Second record. It's also success. So let me check with the random IDs, like it must be failed. Perfect. So how to check this? We already have a values, right? Let me check here. I think it is admin dashboard 4654/admin dashboard. We already added like 2 records. The first one is admin and the second one is Surya. So Surya contains Surya, admin contains admin. So what we have done so far, a simple thing. So in the views.py, I just used 2 types of requests, either post or get. Post is something like the data will not be visible in the address bar. Get is something like the data will be visible directly on the address bar when you submit the data. So when you use get, request.get, when you use post, request.post. So I'll write here. So request.get of username, and if it is password, for example, request.post of password. So for the post, we need to use one token called as CSRF token. So this is like a cross-site forgery attack. So if anyone want to attack, for example, in your website, so they will just copy that link and all. They will get all the details from the link. So that is not the case here. So Django will provide one secure token for every submission. So that is called as CSRF token, right? So in order to avoid your form data from the attacks, so we are just giving post data. I told that post is compulsory. Don't use get because the data will be visible in the address bar. And then I use filter method. Dot filter of Q means what? Query. So we have to use one package called as Q of. So Q used to get the data, fetching the data. So how to get the data? Username and password. So one point is something like select star from username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. So this is how the query will be. So how many records will be there? One record will be there because with the admin. If there are no records, there are nothing will be printed. So let me check in the console here. So if I refresh here, for example, you will see the log here. Query set is empty. Query set means set of objects and all. For example, if you give the object as, for example, Surya perfectly, you will get query set as one record because your Surya is correct only. So you will get as one, that is called as admin Surya. I hope you're getting. So flag is something like flag may be flag with value one record or flag is none. When flag is not none. So when flag is not none, flag is not none when there is a record. When there is a record. Flag is none when there are no records. Now, I just want to redirect the page into admin home actually. Admin home is something like this one. So just do one thing. So I'm just commenting this. So now commenting means you will confuse. So let me remove the code so that you will either way check this. So render off. The first one is request, comma, admin home dot html, super. And the next one is return off. So else I want to print login failed. I'm perfect. So now refresh it. Refresh it. Yeah, let me just give admin. Now admin home is printed, I mean displayed. And if I give wrong details, for example, then login failed. Super. So 4:15. So let me just wait for what we call 15 minutes. I mean 10 minutes actually. So far we just completed a form contains two attributes. One is method and next one is action. Method is something like post target. Action is something like to which URL you want to redirect. And next one we how to fetch form data, and how to filter the objects. Next part, how to filter the objects. And we are done with the admin login. I'm holding the screen for like 10 minutes. Just check this. So that we'll continue with the remaining part where I'm going to display the students, courses, everything in the table manner here. So student part and faculty course details will be displayed in the table manner by using CSS actually. So that part will be completed. So tomorrow we can focus on the remaining modules. Yeah. Right, guys. Now, so let me just execute the entire thing again, the starting scratch thing, like what we have done so far. Nes.py run server. Open in Chrome. I'm okay with the 8000 port number also. Right, guys. Now, so now go to home. So sorry, let me just go to slash and then I think it is demo, right? Demo. Then demo one and then home. In the home we have and apart from that we have so admin table contains storing. So go to login. Super. Now let's start doing the the CSS part and all. Now what you have to do is like go to settings.py. Go to settings.py. So there is a one folder called as static URL. What is that? Static, right? Some people might have slash static like this, but I want you to have static slash only. Very important, because giving slash is very important. And don't remove the slash. This is very important. Just give static slash. And then after that, what you need to do, so wherever there is a template folder, so in the same package, what is that same folder? So which is called as SMS project. So in the SMS project, create a new folder called as static. So static. Sir, what is the static? So let me just open Notepad and let me write down what is static. Static folder contains three subfolders. Static folder contains three subfolders. The first one is CSS. The first one is images. Then the first one is CSS. The next one is images. The next one is JS. Right. So create those subfolders also. So right click on static, go to new, choose directory CSS, and right click on static, go to new, create a directory called as images, and right click on static, create a new package called as JS. Right. So let me check where we have created and all. So explore, open in explore, SMS project, admin app, faculty app, student app, templates folder, static folder, and again SMS project. I hope you're getting. So where we need to create? We need to create wherever you create a templates folder, in the same folder, create a static folder, which contains again three folders. What are they? CSS, images, and JS. CSS, images, and JS. Now under CSS, go to new, choose a new file called as, style.css. Let me give style.css, or let me, I just want to, yeah, let me just give style.css. I'm okay with that. Style.css. Now here, let me do one thing, body. So here I want to give background color as light gray. Gray is also okay for me. Let me check. So light gray. So light gray. Now in the settings.py, so we just need to check. We just need to set the directory. So the directory is, I'm just posting. So now, now here is, so here we just need to import the package. So import the package.import.os. So just go above. So you will see import.os. So there is a base directory. Sir, what is this base directory? Base directory is nothing but SDP project slash what is that? SMS project. This is the base directory. It is, I think it is in small letters, SMS project. And what is a static URL? Static URL is something like static folder. I hope you already given here. So static URL is static. So what we are applying os.path.join. So we are just concatenating two paths. So that means the whole thing will be so SDP project slash SMS project slash static slash. Now I hope you got my point. Static is created. So static is created in SMS project. SMS project is there in the SDP project. So this is the entire base directory. So in my case, my base directory is something like this slash, and what is the base directory? SMS project slash, what is the folder name? Static folder name. So this is the final URL we have. So that I want to do. So base directory is where your project is created. Static URL means static. So those must be joined, combined. Then it will be SMS project slash static. Static contains again three folders. What are they? CSS, images, and JS. So I've given the code in the group. Ask your faculty to share that code. Now let me just a light gray. So I want to go to index.html. Here, let me mention here you need to write curly brace percentage dot static static. So let me remove for now. Let me give a tag, and in the link tag, I just need to take first one as type, that is equal to text slash CSS, and the next one is I need to take which is called as style sheet, and the href is equal to double quotes, I mean curly brace percentage static, and here we need to mention CSS slash style.css. So what is static? You already know static. What is a static? Static is something like, so SDP project, SMS project, and then static folder. From that static folder, I want to fetch CSS folder and then style.css. I hope you're getting. So that is how we need to give path. Static CSS slash style.css. Now remove this background color. This CSS must be coming from, the background color must be coming from the style.css. I hope we'll get one error for sure. So let me check that. So see, it is just asking me one question. Did you forget to register or load this tag? So what is the tag? Static tag. So what we need to do at the first line of your page, go to this. We need to write load static. So let me read. So we got light gray color. Now it is perfect. Now when I click on home, it is light gray. About project, light gray. Login, light gray, and contact us, light gray. So sometimes if the color is not applying, you just need to do hard reload. So hard reload. Hard reload means control plus F5. Control plus F5, hard reload. So generally, when you refresh this, directly will not be applied. Let me just change the color into, for example, light blue. Light blue. So now it is not getting applied. So we just need to do control hard reload. Now I just got applied. See, for the first time, the color is not getting applied. So we need to refresh it, not just F5. Just don't reload the page. You need to do control plus function key plus F5. So now I just want to change it to the normal color only, which is called as a gray color. Now let me refresh now. Again, it is, so some colors will be changed directly, but some not. Even if you, so if you don't see some colors on applied, just hard reload. So F5 means function key plus 5, function key F5. Right. Now let me go to admin login. Here in the admin login, I think it is Surya. So let me log in that. So I just want to give some button code also. So let me just check this some button code here. So button CSS code. So CSS button. This is fine actually. Let me just check any other button codes and all the best. So we can use bootstrap button codes also, whatever you want. This is fine. Or we can go ahead with this. So now check this, copy paste this button code. You no need to write this just for my, you no need to type this. For my purpose, I'm writing how to include the CSS. I'm just telling you, but you can copy any code and all. You no need to copy the same code. Without CSS also no problem, but I'm just telling you how to use the CSS. You no need to type this code and all. No, don't worry about this. And go to login. So for the button, I need to give a class. Class is equal to, so sorry, not for the input type. I need to give submit button. You no need to do this step. You no need to do this step because I'm just showing you how to use the button. So class is equal to button. Let me refresh this. So we got this. So let me just change this some colors and all. I think the black will be fine. The background color black. So the background. So I just need to change the width also. Let me change it font size as 10. Let's check with the, when I click on this, for example, so still we can change this. Now it is perfect actually. Login and clear. Login clear. It's like 70. Perfect. So login. So we just need to apply admin, and this is like admin. So admin button. Super. Home page is done. About page project. Login page. So post and get, contact us. Now go to home page. Admin. In the admin, what we have to do is we just need to, so this is a very important class. So even if you're stuck with any point, just listen the class. So the next 40 minutes class, you just concentrate on the listening because I'm going to display the data. So whatever the data we added, like courses, faculty, student, I'm going to display under student, faculty, course. So let me just go to let me close all the tabs so that otherwise it will be confused. Now go to, let me create a template, a new template, which is called as view students. And the next one is template called as view courses. Next template called as view faculty. Now, what I'll do is whatever there in the admin, I think it is the admin home. Let us all create a block. So I already talked about yesterday, right? What is block and all. So it's a template inheritance. So block. So block is called as, for example, previously what block we created in the index. So here also I can create body block, but we are extending the different what we call different file, which is called as admin home. So end block. So now here I want to write I am in admin homepage. Let me click on. So I'm in admin homepage. Now here, let me just extend this. So extends. So to where we have to extend in the change password and create change password. So I need to create in the student dot. So view student dot HTML. Remove everything. Extend which one? Admin home dot HTML. Home dot HTML. Super. Now same thing we need to write for view courses. And I need to write this block also actually. So this block. Here I am in view students page. Students page. I'm in view courses page. I'm in view faculty page. Now let's go to your admin app. Go to views.py. So here what we need to write? We just need to write the function. Def space view students return space render of request comma pages view students dot html like that. Let me write for remaining functions also. So view student, the next one is view faculties. Page name is view faculty dot html. Next one is view course. View courses, or you can take different name also, display courses or anything and all. View courses. View courses, view faculty and view students. Now go to urls.py. Now let me just copy paste. Here, let me just take view students. Here, view faculty. Generally, I'm checking. So this is the URI, right? So view students, view faculty. Just change the other name also. View courses. Now I just want to take same URL name here also. Sorry. It is view faculty. I could see some of the students as repeat as when you copy paste the code. This is the problem actually. You will be forgetting to change this URLs names and all. That's the problem. Right. Now go to your admin home. And here we need to write here. The first one is student. This is view students. This is faculty. View faculty. This is course. View courses. Now let me just just refresh this. Student. I'm in view students page. I'm in view faculty. I'm in view faculty. Let me go to views.py. Just import the remaining also course student. So how to get all the records? My next query. I think I just talked about one query called as. There is a one query we just talked about, which is called as a filter query. So filter of Q comma and all. The next query. So filter query is done. Filter is done. The next one is object name. What is the object name? Model name courses dot objects dot all. This is nothing but select star from courses. It's a table name course underscore table like that. Faculty dot objects dot all. So all objects will be displayed. All objects will be displayed. Now, just go to here. Let me just do student dot. So I want to display in students like that. Faculty faculty dot objects dot now the courses is equal to course dot so whatever the data you have, just pass it as a dictionary format. I repeat, dictionary format. So how to write the dictionary format? Dictionary is something like, you already know what is dictionary. Dictionary is a key value pair. That means curly brace. The first one is key and next one is value. So what is key here? Key is nothing but, so let me just key as students only. Let me take student data. What is the variable? Students. Just pass this using curly brace. If you want to pass more than one, for example, I want to pass ID 4654. I want to pass next one. Like that, you just need to pass data like this. So now I just want to tell you one thing, that render function contains 3 arguments like path. First one is request object. Next one is template. Template means what? HTML file. The next one is context. What is context? Data that is going to be passed. Now here, let me just take the same thing for the next wall also. This is call it as faculty. This we call it as. Let me change the name also. Faculty data. And this is also courses data. Now, here, just go to view courses. Come here. Let me just have a side heading called as H3. View all students. Sorry, I think it is view all courses. And this is nothing but ln is equal to center. So let me just take some underline also. Let's take a table now. This one is TR. This one is TD. So what are the course tables contains? Course contains, don't give this ID. This is the normal auto increment ID. First one is department, academic year. So let's give department here. Let me copy this first for next rows also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just copy this. And next one is academic year. And then after that, semester. For courses, we need to take for program also. That's okay. Glad later. Here. The next one is course code. The next one is course title. Now let me refresh this. Here, let me take align is equal to center and take some border. Now, let's take a for loop now. So how to take the for loop? So percentage space. So in the views.py, for view courses, the variable name is what? Courses. So copy that and paste here. for every course in courses, this is called as like for each loop. There are two courses. So my courses, so there are 3 courses. So let me write this one, and end is something like percentage. This is called as end for. And here the thing is like this, the size of the courses is equal to 2. So first course is something like you can check the first course here. What is that? And this is the first course. So this is the first record. So what is the second record? Second course is something like this one. So the for loop will be iterated 2 times. So the data will be saved in course. Now let's do that. Now let me end this percentage defer here. Let me do again. Let me take TR because I'll get two TRs dynamically. I think there are totally 6. We have 1, 6. I want to print what we call course dot. Course is the object name. In the course, the field name is called as course code, course title, and all. You can check in the models.py, that is course. So here we have the first one as department. So you can mention ID also if you want. I'm just going to start from department. So let me go to department. Here, go to view courses. So when I refresh this, the problem here is, so view all courses, every course in courses. So I think there are 2 courses we have. So we just need to write here as double curly brace. So I just want to check that. Here, let's print all the courses first of all, whether we are getting. So sorry guys, so sorry. Courses data is saved in the courses data. Courses is saved in courses data. So that means here I need to take course data. That's the problem. Now let me write again. So course dot. What starts with department. When you refresh that, you are getting like this. But I want the value actually. So this we call it as template variable. What is a template variable? If you want to print any variable in the HTML file, then we have to use a variable called as what? Template variable. This we call it as template variable. I repeat, template variable. You write some variable name here. It's called as template variable. In order to display variable value in HTML page. So like that, let me use the second one. Total 6 it seems. This is called as academic year. I think we can. The next one is semester. The next one is year course code. I think here is what? Course code. Next one is what? Course title. So we got all the details. And I just want to add some background color for TR actually. So let me add. It would be better. Let me check. I think which one is better? Blue. Perfect. So let's give some width and height also for the table. 50%. Let me take 50-50, that will be fine actually. Because the data is too, I mean, the columns are very less actually, so you can. So now, even here also, I can take line is equal to center, and here in the TR also, I can take ln is equal to. It's perfect actually. Now, let me just do the same case for, let me just apply bootstrap. So, table with the bootstrap, search button. Let me use some bootstrap website. There is a one website called as bootstrap. Bootstrap search is, I mean, this MD bootstrap is the best website we have where we can use all the bootstrap. I think that is not convenient. Now let me just. So in this, we have to copy paste these three things. You don't need to do this because I'm just doing for you. I mean, how to do that and all. Don't copy here. You copy in the admin home because that is the file where it is getting extended. So we need internet because it is taking the data, JS files from the from specific websites and all. And then view students. So sorry, I think we are in view courses. And then for the table tag, so we just need to add some input button. So I just need to add input button here. Let me check what is out. The background color got changed. No. Let me just remove some admin. I think it is fine actually. Yeah. Now the student. So let's input. Now let me go to admin home. Some of the things. We'll see once we are done with this. And let me just search based on course title. So as we added URLs, the entire thing now it is perfect. So form control. And then we need to change the table class actually. Now view all courses, it's perfect. T body I need to add. Okay, then I just need to take T body T header for. So this is T body actually. Oh. I think it is T head, right? Yeah, T head. Header is header row. Header row. So, T head. And let's start T body. T body is its end of your. Now the browser, and then now we can add the ID. I think we need to add some JavaScript code also. Script code. So script code is something like, so it's just taking the my table tr and it is filtering based on the text we are giving. So that is how the code is. So you can give script tag generally in the head section actually. Section. In the, so after table also. So we need to enter course title, which is perfect, right? What a concept it is. So when I click on MSWD, and PFSD like so. So let's do the quickly for remaining also. Just copy paste this code directly. View faculty. Next one is students. Let's complete view students first. So this is faculty. And close the remaining files and that there will be no. And in the view faculty, let me check how many things we have. So in the view faculty, so admin courses, I think faculty. Totally, how many fields we have? 6, 7, 8, 9 fields we have. So 9 fields we have. 1, 2, 3, 6. First one is faculty ID. Let me take ID enough. So we'll close this view students and view faculty. That's the end of today's session. So you can check this recording either way. So today we just focused on main database configuration. So my main point is if I give more breaks and all, so I can't cover more concept and all. For you people, I want to cover more and more concepts so that as you are at the beginning only, you have still 2 months time to complete SDP project. So if you give me a chance to complete more and concepts like upload image, everything and all, so I can complete so that we can have recordings and all. So don't think that I'm not giving break and all. So I given today three times breaks. So after 340 break, I didn't give any break because I want to complete these concepts. Tomorrow you can complete this because I want to cover more concepts. So I want you to complete at home. So no problem. You can just come to me, C305. I'll clarify your doubts. The next one is department. The next one is qualification. Next one is designation. So whenever you use external CSS and internal, don't put password actually. Internal CSS will have more priority when compared to external CSS. That you remember. That's very important actually. Now here, this is faculty data. It's called as faculty. I think the first one is ID. This one is just a copy paste only. Once you're done with view courses, in the view courses, I just typed very slowly. And now I'm just copy pasting the code. Qualification. Designation. After designation, there are other. This one is contact. Refresh this. If I click on home, I'm in admin home page. Change password, we are not done it. Student, we have to do ID, name, gender, department, qualification, designation. So there are 2 times it's got removed. Now I just want to search based on the I just enter Surya Ramakrishna. Perfect. You can apply for every field also. Yeah. For now, I just upload only for faculty name. Last part. Let me just copy paste this code for students also. All students. Let's search by using student name. So what are the student attributes? Student ID, full name, department it is, semester, year, semester, finally. I think it is student data. And there are two students, so for every student it is student. Now go to models. First one is student. Full name is done, gender is done, department is done. After department, it is program. After program, it is semester. After semester, it is year. So let me check student also. Perfect. Now let me just search Likit, done, Anath. Student is done. Let me add one course here. CSE honors semester. I want to now add. I want to update the program. My program is something like. There is something like 2 course code is 21 CS, 22 CS, 22, just a random course code. I didn't even remember one mathematical program. Save. And then when you click on course, for example, the third one got added. So like that, let me just check on the student also. Just click on students, some random students, 000. Let me add Likit. Student ID. Gender. Honors. Semester art. Contact number is done. Let me just refresh the students. Third one is got added. Likit will be, there are two Likits actually. Super. KITH, KHITH is one Likit and KITH is one Likit. Coming to faculty, let me add new faculty here. Just a random 3490. Sita, female, CSE honor. Sita@gmail.com and the when I click on logout, so we'll do one thing. Let me use this admin home, those three homepage also, so that the look will be different. We'll check that. Check what will happen. I think the outside homepage will be different and the inside it will be better. Home, about. So when you click on login, Surya. So you will see like this. All students. I just want to tell you one thing. Tomorrow we are going to deploy this project and deploy into GitLab also. I just want to make one thing called as change your project name in the GitLab. So we created SMS project, right? I think this is SMS project. So where is my project actually? Yeah, I think most of the members are adding mails. So this is a project. So here in the settings, there is a general settings. Here I want to change it to SDP project. Let's change it to SDP. One, save. So now go to your home page. I just changed it now, this one. I think most of I want everyone to add me into your projects. So by tomorrow, I want to see all your projects and all here. So till now, 2 to 3 members have added. So remaining members, I want you to add my number. Just type Surya Kiran, add me as a owner to your project. So tomorrow we will push all this code. So I'll push the entire code into this what we call the GitLab, so that you can check that. So what we discussed till today. So today we just discussed about the database connection part, which is called as PostgreSQL. And we updated settings.py, that is database configuration. And then I just explained what is make migrations. And I just talked about what is Django admin console to create a super user. And we just talked about the filter one. Filter is something like select star from admin is equal to admin, password is equal to. And I just talked about objects underscore all objects, that is select star from course underscore table, and for remaining tables also. We completed admin login form with the and action. Talked about what is post, what is get, is CSR token, cross-site attack, which is nothing but, so every time when you just copy the link and give it to others, so there may be a chance of stealing the data from that link. So we need to generate a CSRF token, a middleware token. Middleware token means a server-side token. And we completed today you students, you faculty, you courses. So we'll continue the class tomorrow and make sure I'll upload the code into this description. Just check the description by 7 o'clock today. I'll upload entire code. So PFSD notes can be accessed. In the same link, I am going to upload the code also, the entire zip file. Tomorrow, I'll push the code into GitHub. So just whatever the code doubts you have, you just check the code and take the reference. And if you have any doubts, you can just come to me, C305, my cabin. Thank you so much. So my intention is something like, I just want to cover more and more concepts. So even if you're stuck during the class, due to internet connection, due to speaker problems and all, once you go home, check the recording. This recording will be used forever. So after the skill week also, you can check the recording, the same link, and you can complete the project. So you can ask any doubts to me, like C305, my cabin number. Thank you so much. So when I click on logout, it is admin login. Thank you.